Tonight on News Live at 6, you may be happy to see spring, but your car tires, not so much. It's pothole season. We'll let you know how to work around them.
Plus, Forever Orange, that's what this week's all about. We'll tell you about today's celebration and what to look forward to this week.
And it's a day of commemoration on campus, but it's all about celebrating life. The university's annual service coming up on Live at 6. It starts right now.
This is CitrusTV News Live at 6, your campus news leader.
Celebrating and honoring in the midst of mourning. That's what our campus is doing tonight. Good evening, I'm Nicole Aponte.
And I'm Walker Simmons. Tonight, Syracuse University honors students and faculty and staff who have recently passed away. This is all a part of their annual service of commemoration. The university wants to help our community find peace in loss. Citrus TV's Annalise Aponte is live from Hendricks Chapel. Annalise, how does it feel over there?
Well, here outside of Hendricks Chapel this evening, emotions are tense. It's truly awful to see everyone walking out with tissues in hand, but the ceremony annually brings together friends, family, and peers of the Syracuse community who are all trying to find closure. Earlier today, I spoke with Dara Harper, the communications manager of Hendricks Chapel, who reminded me that after loss and grieving comes the celebration of life.
Events like this help us to grieve together, because often we may think we're grieving alone, and to celebrate our loved ones and people who we worked with and be able to remember them is special, especially when it's colleagues who are remembering together or students who are remembering together.
Speakers included our Chancellor Kent Severud and also the director of Hendricks Chapel, Reverend Conkle. The Hendricks Chapel Choir also delivered a wonderful performance that brought everyone to tears, and each member lost in the Syracuse community within the past year was remembered by name. The ceremony included candles, music, and a delivery of wreaths. If you'd like to watch the service and you were not able to attend earlier today, you can head over to the Hendricks Chapel YouTube channel. I'm Citrus TV's Annalise Aponte. Walker and Nicole, back to you.
Annalise, thank you. New tonight, free cookies and cocoa on campus. It's the second day of our Forever Orange Week, a week meant to honor what is meant to be Forever Orange as we come up on the university's 153rd anniversary.
It's a long time, Walker.
Wow.
Well, tonight we're celebrating at the annual Cozy Capella. It's in Goldstein Auditorium from 8 to 10 at night. The a cappella show is free and open to the campus community. Well, tomorrow night, Syracuse is standing with survivors of interpersonal violence. This year's Take Back the Night will start at 7 tomorrow night in Hendricks Chapel.
You can still sign the Take Back the Night pledge. Signatures will represent support to end interpersonal violence. Those who sign by the end of the day will be a part of the pledge displayed at the event and on their website. The community aims to raise awareness of sexual, relationship, and other forms of violence.
Well, get ready to roll up your sleeves. The American Red Cross, Center for Policy Research, and the Pre-PA Club are joining forces to host a blood drive tomorrow. It will be from 10 to 3 in the afternoon at the Shine Student Center. To schedule an appointment, you can head to the Red Cross website.
And starting tomorrow, the Barnes Center at the Arch will be holding an opioid workshop from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. The event gives an overview on opioids and their impacts on the body, as well as their overdose rate. Those who attend will also learn about the Narcan, a life-saving opioid reversal medication. Narcan kits will be handed out at the event as well.
Well, Newhouse students looking to connect with employers will have the chance to do so next week. The Newhouse Career Fair is next Thursday, March 30th, from 3 to 7 at night at the Sheridan. It's not just for upperclassmen, though. The fair is open to all Newhouse students from all years and majors. More than 30 major companies will be there, including Disney, ABC, CBS, Fox, and Warner Brothers. Registration is now open on Handshake.
And sticking with employers, Syracuse University's College of Visual and Performing Arts is hosting their second annual Industry Day this Friday, March 24th. It's from 9:30 to 4:30 in the afternoon, and it's open to all VPA students. Around 20 alumni and industry professionals will be here for the panel discussions, a networking lunch, and one-on-one meetings for portfolio reviews and to talk to students. Registration is open on Handshake.
Well, turning to our first look at our weather, it's so nice out. It was
so
beautiful.
Nice out. Incredible weather. I was so happy walking into studio today, just sun on me. It feels like it's summertime here in Syracuse.
Well, you know who always brings the sunshine with him anywhere he goes? Our weather anchor, Ronnie Parrillo. He joins us live tonight from the weather deck. Ronnie, how's it looking out there?
Well, Nicole and Walker, I think we can say it. Spring has sprung here in central New York, and even though temperatures are only in the upper 40s right now here in Syracuse, I've seen some cars, coming down the road with their windows down, even some people walking around here on campus with shorts on. Now, I might put a little bit of a pause on that as temperatures tonight are expected to reach the freezing mark, but tomorrow you're in luck. The spring-like temperatures will return to Syracuse and central New York. We'll top off around 60 degrees for tomorrow, but under cloudy skies, so that sun that we saw today, that will move out of our area. But at least tomorrow you do get the warm temperatures, so maybe, I don't know, if you're a shorts kind of person, you might be able to pull that off tomorrow. Thursday showers do move into our area. I'll have that and more in your full forecast coming up. Back over to you guys.
Thank you so much. Well, new details tonight. Baldwinsville Central School District is mourning the loss of 14-year-old Marshall Pickard. The district saying today counseling is available for students and staff in the district. It's the second death Georgie Junior High School is seeing this year after 14-year-old Ava Wood was killed in a murder-suicide by her father in January.
The Onondaga County Medical Examiner's Office is investigating the cause of death, but police say they are aware of the speculations on social media. Some of Marshall's friends saying he was bullied heavily, for being a transgender male. And in an email sent to parents this morning, Acting Superintendent Kathleen Davis said, quote, regardless of the accuracy of these claims, the district intends to be proactive in ensuring the safety and well-being of all students. We encourage all students and families to come forward with concerns.
Well, a challenge made popular on TikTok is teaching people how to steal cars. Reaching 1,400 car thefts over the past 5 months in Rochester, Congressman Joe Morrell said today city, county, and law officials will be trying to hold TikTok as a platform accountable. They say the company has not agreed to do anything about the content despite requests from Monroe County and Rochester officials.
And when you're on the road, you might want to keep an eye out for potholes. AAA releasing a new survey, and they say that pothole damage is up 57%. With warmer weather, they become more visible, and the survey found that about 40 million drivers had to get their cars repaired last year because of potholes. And it's time to get your best camping gear out. Same-day reservations are now available at all campgrounds across the state. This is the first time the DEC is offering this new reservation window.
Well, very exciting. The DEC says there has been a high demand for last-minute bookings. Reservations can be made as late as 5 p.m. on the day you plan to arrive. To make reservations, you can visit the website on your screen. Oof. I don't know if I can survive. I've never been camping before. Have you been camping before?
I have. It's a lot of fun.
I don't know if I could do it. I just don't know if
I think you couldn't.
Really, that's very kind of you.
It's
Walker,
a lot of fun. You know, we're right next to the Adirondacks. That's the best place to camp.
Oh, okay. Well,
so
there you go.
This is just one reason to grab your tent.
Tuesday, CitrusTV News Crew, gotta go.
There you go.
Very exciting. Well, coming up on News Live at 6.
It makes me extremely upset because I've spent so much of my life finding who I am.
We talked to a local drag queen about Tennessee's so-called drag ban and the ban of gender-affirming care for minors. Offenders can get up to 6 years in jail. We'll tell you how next.
Plus 500,000 LA students home today while LA school support staff are on the streets. It's the first day of a 3-day strike. Their demands coming up.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
You're watching Citrus TV News live at 6 with Nicole Aponte, Walker Simmons, and Ronnie Parrillo. Now, your campus news leader continues.
Welcome back to News Live at 6. Students in America's second largest school district were not in class today. It's all due to a workers' strike in the Los Angeles Unified School District. Tens of thousands of custodians, cafeteria workers, bus drivers, and other support staff walked off the job today, with many of them striking outside in the rain.
The strike is over stalled contract talks between the district and the union. The workers are asking for higher wages and increased staffing in the district's schools.
Well, the union is also asking for a 30% pay raise, an additional $2 an hour over the next 4 years, and increased employment hours for part-time workers.
The LA School District has offered a 23% pay increase, a 3% cash-in-hand bonus, and a $20 an hour minimum wage. And now on Capitol Hill, after former President Donald Trump asked supporters to protest his possible impending arrest, federal officials are watching for an upward trend in violent rhetoric online.
Well, it's become of concern. Security experts say the information spreading isn't near the volume of the January 6th on the U.S. Capitol. The Biden administration is taking a cautious approach on addressing the online rhetoric. As officials investigate it, it's still unclear at this point whether or not Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg will pursue charges against the former president. Well, 3 men have been found guilty for the murder of South Florida rapper XXXTentacion. The 3 men were convicted of shooting and robbing XXXTentacion. In 2018, the state of Florida requires a life sentence for first-degree murder convictions.
Yeah, XXXTentacion is a rising rapper when he was shot outside of a motorcycle shop. His song Sad is one of the only 102 singles to ever be certified diamond by Billboard, with more than 10 million sales.
Well, over to Tennessee now. It's the first state to ban public drag shows and drag queens from going near schools. Well, Citrus TV News reporter Anna Selovich takes a closer look at what that means for the local Syracuse drag community.
Tennessee Governor Bill Lee has signed a bill that bans drag shows in public places. Syracuse drag artist Electra Q says this ban violates an entire community's freedom of speech.
It makes me angry. It makes me extremely upset because I've spent so much of my life finding who I am and being oppressed and basically bullied into this belief that there's only men and women and there are only certain roles that men and women play.
Electra says these lawmakers are weaponizing children to restrict individuals from being who they truly are. She says they are trying to normalize a traditional family structure that just doesn't exist anymore. Electra uses drag to artistically express herself outside of the standard spectrum of gender. She says she wants to inspire others to stay true to who they are and says she intends to fight hard for everyone's right to speak and live as a human being. For Citrus TV News, I'm Anna Selovich.
Well, the first full day of spring today, but will those spring temperatures stick around? I'll have your full forecast coming up. You're watching Citrus TV News live at 6, your campus news leader.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move. So I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
The night is young. the CitrusTV Weather Center. This is SU's most accurate weather forecast.
Welcome back to CitrusTV News Live at 6 as we welcome spring here into central New York. Right now, we are looking at temperatures that are in the 50s, but here's the thing. If you want to do homework on the quad again, you can do that. First time since fall. But if I'm going to grade tomorrow for a day to go sit out on the quad, maybe take out your laptop, take out a notebook, and do homework, give you an A for dampness. It's not going to be anything, too wet out there. It's going to be actually a very dry day under cloudy skies. That's why there's a C for sunshine. There's not going to be much of that. But no breeze, 60 degrees, mostly cloudy, very welcome weather here in Syracuse as we begin spring. And looking at the temperatures, they will stick around with us for Thursday and Friday, as well as tomorrow. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday, things do get a bit cooler. That's just because there's a small cold front moving in. Of course, it's March. We can't ask for any miracles here with the weather quite yet. But tomorrow, clouds will cover the area. Thursday, showers do move in, and they can be heavy at times. So that's going to be a day that you're going to want to grab the umbrella, the raincoat, but nothing too heavy because those temperatures will feel a bit warm, kind of more like an April or May kind of day. Moving into the weekend, though, nothing too bad, guys. I would say definitely a good day to maybe stay inside, do some shopping Saturday as we have a spot shower or two, but nothing too bad.
I can never say no to shopping, so it's totally okay.
Exactly. Me neither.
You know what they say? Once it's 50 degrees, all the windows in your car can go down.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
that's the real word going with.
and if it's raining, maybe cracked.
Exactly.
I don't think opening your windows at all while it's raining is a good idea, Walker. But that's my opinion.
Anyways, I'm excited for the warm weather.
Oh, me too. Me too.
Well, hey, as one of the best high school wrestlers in New York State, Jack Lamson entered his junior year at Caddo Meridian, ready to break records on the mats with hopes of winning a state title. But before the season could start, Lamson experienced a challenge that very few have to endure, making his past season even more remarkable. Citrus TV's Nick Salaya has the incredible story of Lamson.
There's a few strong characteristics that he has that's allowing him to face adversity head on and push through and continue to live his life the way he wants to live.
From a young age, Jack Lamson knew wrestling was his sport.
And my dad kind of like, choose one, even though if I choose basketball, we're probably still wrestled. So, and then I chose wrestling, and we kind of just stuck with that. I thought it was really fun.
Now as a junior at Caddo Meridian High School, Lamson just wrapped up his best season yet, posting a 43-4 record, being crowned the 2023 Class B champion for a second straight year and the Section 3 Division II champ, the first for Jordan Elbridge in 28 years.
Coming in the state tournament, 40-1, feeling pretty confident, and I think it was a pretty dominant season.
It's not easy. Only 13 people a year get to do it for their weight classes. So there's over 30,000 kids that wrestle in the whole state. Percentages-wise, I don't know off the top of my head what that is, but a very fine, small number of people get to accomplish the things that he has.
Even with all of the accolades, the past 6 months have become the most challenging of Lamson's life.
I didn't really think much of it. I could still see fine. Nothing was hurting. Everything was. And then they came in and told me that they didn't know what was wrong. And that's the moment that was kind of like, oh crap, this is kind of scary.
Lamson was diagnosed with Leber hereditary optic neuropathy, a rare inherited disorder that causes vision loss. It has made him virtually blind in his right eye, while his left eye does all the work for now. But the junior continues to fight both on and off the mat and won't stop until he takes down this disease.
If I quit now, it would all have been a waste, and that's not something that I'm interested in. I think that I spent a lot of my time and energy into the sport, and all I want to do is succeed.
Everybody has their own formula, right, of success, right? For basketball, you got to be tall. For football, you got to be big and strong. But for wrestling, everybody has their own game plan. Everybody has their own unique style, and it's about getting to your game plan, executing your plan of winning matches. And Jack has a great game plan for the matches, and I don't think anything that has happened to him is going to stop him winning matches.
Diseases won't stop me. Nothing will stop me. Injuries, nothing. I'm still going to do the things that I love to do with passion and as hard as I can. And I'm still going to win and be successful.
Well, coming up in sports, we'll give you a full rundown of the busy couple days on the Hill as well, including a couple football players trying to succeed on their own. When we come back.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
And now, your CitrusTV Sports Report.
One team continues its postseason run, while another watched its stars stride towards their futures. Welcome into sports, everybody. I'm Anthony Vazquez. Springtime on the gridiron means two things: extra reps for next year's version of Q's football, and extra reps for those taking their next step in their career. It means pro day in SU. Over 40 coaches from 31 NFL squads came to watch a handful of Syracuse's best put on a show yesterday. And while the draft process is understandably stressful, Matthew Bergeron and Garrett Williams are taking it in stride.
Today was a big day for me as well, just being able to show how well I can move and the different drills. It's been a good process. I mean, the process is not over. Got a lot of interviews and stuff with teams, and that means a lot. Just showing them, you're a good athlete, but you can also be a good person and a good person being in the locker room. It's been a lot because, this is what I've been working hard for my whole life. So being in these areas where I'm around all these coaches, scouts, things like that, it's not really stressful because this is why I did everything I wanted to do. So if anything, it's just fun. It's cool to be around, cool to meet all these people. So not a lot of stress with it.
Meanwhile, Michael Jones was also a full go for his pro day after fighting through a leg injury late in the season. He says not being invited to the combine gave him a bit of a chip on his shoulder to show out yesterday. Someone who didn't participate, though, was Sean Tucker. He's been out with a medical exception given by the NFL Combine. Time for some Q's hoops now. The Orange women are continuing their run into the WNIT after a convincing 18-point win over Seton Hall down in Jersey. Deasia Fair has been playing with their hair on fire lately, scoring 20-plus in 3 of her past 4 contests. Georgia Woolley tacked on 19 more. Next up for the Orange is a trip to the Big Apple on Friday to take on Columbia in the round of 16. As for the team playing in the Dome right now, men's lacrosse is battling it out with St. Bonaventure in another midweek matchup. SU is heavy favorites yet again, and that's a big reason because Joey Spallina is on offense and with his team leading 21 goals.
I thought he's played outstanding in the entire offense. They work very hard as a unit, and I think that's the key to anybody's success, is the success of the entire team. And I think Joey understands that, and he's done a great job and takes advantages of the opportunities he gets.
While Joey hasn't scored yet, the Q's offense isn't missing him so far. Up 3-1 on the Bonnies of St. Bonaventure early on in the first. Make sure to follow our CitrusTV men's lacrosse beat reporter Ashley Winskowski on Twitter for updates throughout. Wrapping things up in the Garden, Knicks and the Timberwolves. We picked things up with 15 seconds to go. Knicks down by 3, needing a stop, but Taurean Prince has other plans. Driving to the rack for 2, T-Wolves up by 5. Prince fired up, and rightfully so, but here's a little salt in the wound here, Knicks fans. Julius Randle, you can't do that. Throwing the ball against the padding, technical foul. He's teed up. He's arguing with the referee. No point in doing that. Knicks have a 3-game losing streak come to an end at the Mecca. Knicks lose by 5 against Minnesota.
All right, so we got this men's lacrosse game going on right now. Thanks for joining us at the desk, by
Sure.
the way. I got a question. You talked about Joey. Does he have a tendency later in the game to kind of open up here, or what are we expecting to see?
Big players step up in big situations, and Joey Spallina is that big player. Even though he's young, even though he's just a freshman, he's been playing pretty well.
All right, well, there we go.
Anthony Vazquez, thank you so much. Well, when we come back, your wake-up weather coming up. Stay with us.
Yeah, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Dad, they took over my bedroom. Come on, come on. Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. Dad! You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Welcome back. Let's take one last look at your wake-up weather. Well, I don't want to say this and jinx it, but gone are the days when it's 18, 15 degrees when you wake up. Mid to upper 30s tomorrow when you head out on campus here in Syracuse. And you might want to grab the jacket for later because there could be a spot shower, but clouds really blanketing the area through the day. The good news is, though, guys, no snow in the way in the long-term forecast here in Syracuse. So I think that's pretty good news.
That's great news for us. Please, that's
you
wonderful.
might see like a snow flurry or two, but you know.
I don't believe it.
No?
I've spent enough years in Syracuse. I give it a couple of weeks and we'll have more
I
snow.
know, like
the May snow.
Oh yeah, please.
May
Last
snow.
year, I remember it was like middle of April.
May 2nd.
Oh.
May 2nd. They call it Fool's
Who knows?
Spring. That's what I read.
Oh.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm the fool. I don't know.
The sunshine has me optimistic.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no, hopefully these warmer temperatures stay away. So
Absolutely.
Thank you. Well, the wait is finally over. Lollapalooza announced its lineup today for this summer's music festival. The sun will sure be out by then. That's in Chicago. Kendrick Lamar, Billie Eilish, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers are just some of the star-studded headliners set to take the stage.
The 1975 Lana Del Rey and Carly Rae Jepsen will join more than 100 other artists in the beginning of August. Pre-sale begins on Thursday at 11 a.m. Guys,
Is there anyone that you were like looking forward to seeing? Or if you were to go to Lollapalooza,
If I were to go?
If you were to go, who would you look forward to seeing?
I got one. Noah Khan. You guys know him? We gotta know him. Season of the Sticks, it's more of that.
Is it bad? I don't know.
Oh, come on. This is crazy.
I'm sorry.
All right,
I'm sorry.
well, I'm definitely in a different crowd here.
Okay, so during the pandemic, I had tickets to go see Billie Eilish, and it never happened because it was like March 17th of 2020.
Yeah.
So if I were to go to Lollapalooza, that would be like the one person I
go.
want to go see. She's awesome. Her brother's awesome. I think they're just so talented. Anyone?
Ooh, Kendrick would be up there.
Right?
My mom wanted to go to a Billie Eilish concert.
Yeah.
So,
She's wonderful.
She
She's
was
so
actually
talented.
going to go, but then COVID struck. So
Wow.
there
There you
went
go.
that.
Yeah, that's I
Take
would
me
be
to
too.
Lollapalooza.
Ronnie Parrillo. What?
You know what?
I want to hear this.
I've hardly heard of any of these people.
Really?
I don't know.
Billie Eilish?
I thought her name was Billie Eilish.
If you could pick
when
an
I first
artist,
saw her, to be honest.
my
if you could
goodness,
pick an
Ronnie.
artist to go see at one of these music,
I'll tell you what, I would love to see Luke Bryan in concert. I'm a huge country
all right,
fan.
there you go.
Huge
There you
country
go.
fan.
That's acceptable.
I think Noah Khan falls in that gray area of
You think
country
so?
and indie.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay, it's underground.
Try some new stuff.
Unfortunately, that's all the time we have today on Citrus TV News.
For more of the latest, you can follow us on Citrus TV News on Twitter or check out our website at citrustv.com.
For all of us on Citrus TV News, I'm Nicole Aponte.
And I'm Walker Simmons. Have a great night, Syracuse.